Alright, looks like we're up again. Just gonna have some fun today. We're gonna dive back into Dark Souls 1 until the boys are ready to play Dark Souls 2. That's about the long and short of it. Um, I've been wanting to get back to this because I was enjoying the Iato. I've never played a katana in any Dark Souls except for that time that I fought the Tree Sentinel for 3 hours. So let me just get this link posted real quick, and then I'm just gonna dive in. Iato. Copy that link. And I'm gonna even tell the boys too. Um, I very well may quit to play Grounded with my friend Cupcake. So I'll let you know if that happens. And we're not streaming that, so we'll just hop back offline for a while. But I'll tell you all about it, and I'll get back to playing Grounded on my solo stream. Let's see. Let's make sure that we're up and running. Says excellent. Oh, I gotta. Nope, we're not up and running. Let me fix it on the back end. I still have my capture on Dark Souls 2. We were talking to a black screen. That's why we always check. Okay, so now we've got it up and running. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that, everybody that's watching the replay. But at least I was talking to you for a minute and a half. Let's make sure that that goes live. There it is. Let's be sure that we've got sound. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we got live sound. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Get that up, get that up. Everything's good. All right, let's dive right in. Ought to be able to continue with the Iato. I think we're going to be at Firelink Shrine. We bought our combustion spell. We're going to go to the depths. That's what we're going to do. Straight into the depths, and we'll probably do a little bit of slime farming. I would imagine. I think we've got a +7 Iato. So we need one large titanite. So 7 plus 8 will be 2. So we need, I think we need 3, maybe 6. Oop, didn't. I gotta get these guys killed. Come on. Almost rolled right off of there for a stupid firebomb guy. Get out of here. It feels so weird to one hand with lock on, no lock on. You know, it feels weird to one hand with no shield. You know, like I can two-hand with no shield. Hello, dearie. Let's get some more, poison arrows real quick while we're here. Kind of hoping to get a short bow off one of these guys. I hate to spend money on it. Let's see. All right, the depths. Yeah, Oh, I do have the grass crest on. Get out of here. I tell you, having a weapon with that much reach that's faster than these little knife guys, that's really good. It's really entertaining. The price I had to pay to get started was not very entertaining. Be faster than these torch guys? Oh, well, he showed me. Alright, we're gonna go through here and kill everything. Oh, yeah, that's right. Him and the dog don't make it. Okay. We already got Laurentius. We got the... I normally come through here and do this all in one go. Normally don't exit the depths. But we did it as a kind of like... Do I fight this guy? Do I fight it for real? I normally just cheese it with fire bombs. I don't see why I couldn't kill it, but tradition is tradition, you know. Just gotta get out of here. Just gotta get this done. Dookie slide. Okay, here's the fun part. Watch this. Woof. Done. One and done. Isn't that cool? Let that fall down. Slice that. Woof. One and done. No extra humanities. Woof. One and done. See, those normally take forever. You know, 5-6 hits. Wow. I tell you, this katana's great. I see why people use them. We could have done Knight Kirk. Oh, that's right, I don't have my extra little cheesy heals now. Got curse resist on this armor set too. We'll just get the Ring of the Evil Eye and heal through that. Get out of here. Kind of hits different when you're not scared of them. You're not even scared of the Dookie Cloud. Scared of the Dookie Cloud. All right, let's do Ring of the Evil Eye instead of the Wolf Ring for a little while. See if we can replace some of this lost HP. I should just drink an Estus. Yeah, just drink an Estus. What are you talking about? Just drink an Estus. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this is important. Gotta go kill the channeler. I gotta get better at PvP. I've never defeated Red Phantom in my life. Well, it's NPC ones. Never defeated a human invader. I guess that's sort of the end game. Excuse me, for Dark Souls 1 is like you get good enough at the base game doing every build that you can think of. You know, and then it's like challenge builds or whatever. And then eventually you're like, well, other players are the ultimate challenge, so why don't we do PvP viable meta builds to be viable at different levels, and then just stay human. And then learn about the meta. It's sort of play to be invaded, or play to invade. Let's go come over here and die. Too easy, man. Game's too easy on new game. You just know everything. You know where everything's coming from. I mean, I still die doing dumb stuff in this game. Oh, to get extra humanity. That's good. Oof. Green Titanite. Oh. We went right down the drain. It's actually really good that running. You know, talk about how Uchi has a poke, which is probably like two-handed R2. This guy's got a rolling slash, which is great, and he's got a running poke. That's just fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Alright, Gaping Dragon. Gaping Dragon, kill everything on the way back out. Catacombs, I guess. Be able to beat this as long as I don't get run over. Something dumb. Slam attack. Gonna run in. Gonna be running R1 on him. Oh, I missed that second slice. Take the tail. Oh, that wasn't very cool. Alright, well, we're not going to get any butt damage. Just going to run out and drink. Slam attack. Running R1. Bang, bang. 2 more R1s. Roll out of it. Loop back around. Don't get kicked by the back leg. Wait for the tail to come down. Get a couple tail swipes and then run. Get your stamina back and run. Get far enough away to trigger the slam attack. Slam attack's coming, run in. Stabbing R1. 2 more slices, roll out of it. Wait for him to pass and get the tail. Hopefully we'll get the tail this time. 2. There we go. Got the tail. Just as a matter of fact, I'm never going to use it. Never used it yet to this very day. Okay, looks like he's not going to... Yep, there's the slam. Good, good. I like that. Slam. Get a couple R1s. Roll out of it. Pick up the armor for fun. Spin back around. Go get him in the butt a few times. Usually 3, and then run. Jog a little bit to get your stamina, and then run all the way towards the camera. Plenty of room for him to trigger the slam attack. Okay, slam attack starts. Go ahead and zoom in. Get you just one couple of slices. And get out. I don't think we're getting a bleed on this guy because we're not really hitting him enough. He may not be susceptible to bleeding. Usually 4 is the bleed. I think we can finish him. Yeah, that was easy work. We're gonna go open the door to Blighttown. We're gonna kill everything on the way back out of the depths because I like to kill everything in the zone most of the time. Basically gonna wait on either our good friend the Lagmeister to do a little Dark Souls 2, or which that could wait for later tonight too, right? That wouldn't be a big deal, no pressure. Or if our friend Cupcake gets online, then we might just cut the stream and go play some Grounded off stream, which you know, sad for the Dark Souls 2 audience, of course, but fun for me. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, we don't want to rest at the bonfire. I mean, I guess we could rest at the bonfire. Yeah, we were going to farm here a little bit. Yeah, I guess we're resting at the bonfire. Alright, well, let's kill everything first, and then we'll come back. Nice one, dude. That was textbook Torch Hollow stuff right there. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get some drops. A drop, Titanite, green Titanite. That guy. Soul. I just have this particular thing about killing everything in the zone before resetting the zone. No, and sadly, we killed both butchers and then left, which is not my usual MO. Only gotta kill this one more dog and then we're done. There we go, now we did it. Now we could go back to the bonfire. And we're gonna farm. Nobody likes to see you farm on stream, yeah, I know. But we're gonna do it anyway. This will accomplish 2 things. Number 1, it'll put the depths bonfire on our warp list after we defeat Orange Team and Smell. We'll be able to warp back down here, should we so desire. Like to farm humanity off the rats. That's number 1. And number 2, let's use our soul items. Chris Abyss Games, hi. Welcome to the show. Welcome in. I'm just playing a little Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls Remastered. You got here just in time for me to farm some large Titanite. Hopefully that's not going to turn you all the way off. It shouldn't take too long. I shouldn't really do it that long anyway. I really don't need to do it. It's Iato. Our guy's called Iato Kill You. It's an Iato +7. Grass Crest. We're going to do some pyromancies. We're allowed to use items because he's a ninja, but we're only using the shadow set. This is the build right here. This is for the rest of the game. Shadow Garb, Wolf and Fap, Pyromancy Flame for power within, but also for combustion. Grass Crest and Iato. We'll mostly, probably not really going to block that much. Very rarely. I may not even farm, honestly, but I just thought I might, just for a couple of runs here, see if I can get some large Titanites off of these, and to show off the fact that with the Pyromancy Flame +3 and combustion, you can torch these guys in one hit. So for players that are kind of struggling and need to get a few, because it's really quick, in that 30 seconds you get, you know, almost 1,000 souls. And it drops large Titanite, so if you have a weapon upgrade box, we do have to kill this Torch Hollow down here, or he'll get you. Just this is it, boom. I won't, since you're here, I won't make you watch it. I won't do it too long. We're just gonna do it a couple more times because see, you get drops. Green. It's either green Titanite or you haven't. Yeah, Chris Abyss says I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in quite a while. Lagmeister recommended your channel. Yeah, I love Lagmeister. That's my homeboy. Oh, we should level up though. What do you think we should do? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 levels worth. Let's just put 2 and 2. We'll pump dex later. Do all the farming? Okay. Well, yeah, everybody tells me don't farm on stream, and I get it. Like, oh, nobody wants to see you farm. Yeah, it's probably true. But I think as long as we're talking, right? Because there's loads of people stream and all they do is talk. They don't even do anything. So as long as we can have a good conversation. See, look, 2 drops. I keep getting greens, but that's discouraging. If I was doing divine weapons, I'd be set. Alright, we'll just give it a couple more runs. How much is it to get that next level up? Well, we could take one 10k. Wow, we're already getting up there. Alright, we're probably not going to do 10,000 souls worth. The combustion spell is really handy. I kind of want to get the dark flame too. But that's the sort of the game. There we go, large. Okay, that'll get us a +8. Because we picked one up, at least a +8. Reinforced weapon. And of course, check this out. Of course, since I decided to use the Iato and I have a certain build I'm using for the whole game, of course I got a Black Knight sword and a Black Knight halberd. Right? I got every rare weapon. I got a Demon's Great Axe. Because of course you did. Let's see what she said. Chris Abyss says I'm currently at work, so I'll be able to chat here and there. Okay. Okay, I understand. I understand. Only when you're able. I'll just keep talking. But yeah, I got every rare weapon on this run. You know. Because of course I did. You know, if I wanted to set out to do Demon's Great Axe, I wouldn't get the drop. You know, but the minute you put 20 into Dex, you know, you're gonna get all the big strength weapons. Okay, we'll just do. We'll just go on. It's fine. +8's gonna be fine. Although it's the reason I like to. It's because I like to get a +15 really early too. I like to get a +15 before Anderwanda. But we can finish getting large Titanites in Blighttown too. So now that I got a +8. Yeah, the only one I didn't get was Black Knight Greatsword, and I haven't passed the Great Axe guy yet. This is my favorite, but Dark Souls 2 is growing on me really quickly. I've played a little bit of Dark Souls 3, and I like it. It just feels... It feels watered down for the graphics. Does that make sense? And I like Elden Ring, but see, Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring I really haven't played very much of. I played like a handful of hours each, maybe. Yeah, only to the beginning parts of the games. Like Dark Souls 3, I've gotten to... In my previous time I played it, I got, by myself, off stream, I got past the old church to Sigmire versus the, whatever that demon thing is. And then I kind of just let it go. And then I deleted my save, and then I played it for stream, and I've gotten back to the old church on stream. And so I've really only beat like one boss. And then same for Elden Ring. I played it up through Stormvale Castle and beat Gog Magog or whatever his name is up there, Gandrick. So I've only really beat like one major boss on each of those two games. So I don't really have a good opinion of how much I like them. You know, because early game is not the whole game, right? I think Elden Ring has got an enormous amount of build variety, so I'm going to end up loving that. Because I've milked all the build variety out of Dark Souls 1. To the point that I'm getting pretty good at it. You know, I'm not an expert. You know, there's this guy did this really great video, and I should know his name so that I can shout out the video. But he did a video that's like the different tier ranks of Souls players. Do you know that video? Are you a big Souls guy? He does this breakdown where he's like the different stages that you get to in skill of Souls player, where you know you go beyond casual to challenge runs or variety build runs, and that's kind of where I'm at. Here we go, got a large. I'm at the stage where, yeah, so you're a big Elden Ring. That's totally respectable. I think I've either seen some of your videos or heard. I know I've heard of you. I know the boys have talked about you. Maybe I haven't seen anything you've done yet, but I'll check out your channel. In fact, I'll click if I can get it from your. No, I can't get it off the chat, but I'll look it up here in a little bit. Shouldn't stop the stream for it. Uh-oh, what did I do? Clicked out of my chat. Sorry. Hang on a second. There it is. Did I do it again? Doing something I shouldn't do. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'll look it up later. I don't want to stop and browse while we're streaming. But I'm definitely gonna check out your channel and see what you got going on there. Because I know the guys have talked about you. But yeah, I want to give I'm rusty at Souls games. Just played Demon Souls remake a few months back, so I'll play another one, but not sure when. Okay, yeah, that's how I met Lag. Was I saw his Demon Souls stream and stayed up late one night, learning all about Demon Souls. Hey, there's our +9. See, that's all we needed. We're almost done. Let's take a look at this real quick. Reinforced weapon. Iato plus. Oh, we got 2 out of 3. Oh, that's right, 2 out of 3. So we only needed 2. So now we need 2 more to +10, and then we can go to New Londo. See how great this is working out? It only took a few minutes. Anyway, so I think my opinion of Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, and other games are too limited by low experience in gameplay. I know that I love Dark Souls 1. If I can't think of anything to play, if nothing feels good when I open up Steam, I can always go to Dark Souls 1. Right? If other games are too grim, and too grindy, and too soul crushing, I can come to Dark Souls 1, and it's like walking barefoot in a sunny meadow with green grass. Right? So I really enjoy this game. But Dark Souls 2, I've been playing Dark Souls 2. I've got probably about 10 hours into it so far. And I've watched Lag play it for probably 10 hours out of his. He's probably got 30 hours in it already. I really like it. I think it's good. I understand what people don't like about it. I was complaining so hard yesterday about losing hit points when you die. Yeah, it is. It's like sitting on a kitchen stool with your grandma while she makes chicken fried steak, you know? Ankle deep in dookie water. You know? I think we got a drop. Drops. We need 2 more, but you know what? I mean, we can get the other 2 down in Blighttown. Yeah, but I kind of want to get a +15. I'm always so torn, you know. I'm just so wishy-washy. I mean, I'm not wishy-washy when I need to make a decision. I make a decision, but I debate with myself sometimes. Because what if these next 2 large Titanites take 30 minutes? Yeah, I think I'm gonna really love Elden Ring the most in the end. Okay. Have a good work visit. I'll just talk to myself, or I'll talk to you. Although you may not be able to listen if you have a work visit. I'll just talk to myself, and then when you get back, I'll recap what I thought, what my thoughts were. There we go. That's 1 out of 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna love Elden Ring the most in the end when I put the time into it. Because of the build variety and the open world allowing you to go almost anywhere and do, you know, almost anything kind of from the start. I know my knowledge of the game is very limited. Green. So I can't say exactly how true that is, because I know you know, in Dark Souls 1, if you want to, like when I did my Claymore run, which I need to finish. When I did my Claymore run, I went to get the Claymore right at the beginning before killing any bosses, except for Asylum Demon, which I need to learn that skip too. I could do the Asylum Demon skip. It's not that hard. But that would be cool to do all bosses. Good drop. Good drop. Okay. Let's grab our second attunement. Right? What do you think? Let's just snatch that up real quick. Get a second slot and put Power Within on. Because you've got kind of the combination of, like, every boss is sort of a Dark Souls 3 DLC boss in Elden Ring. You got some of the most difficult fights, but fair, right? Because if Let Me Soloer can do Millennia naked, then, you know, then I could get that good. Or I could get good enough to do it with a reasonable build. Like, everything's approachable, difficult but fair. Enormous amount of build variety. And then there's the DLC, and then there's Night Rain, and Night Rain looks really fun. So, I don't know. Was this it? Yeah, that's a plus 10, just like that. It's so easy. So we farmed our little level of attunement. And we got, oh, there's my friend Cupcake. Okay, message my friend Cupcake's on, so depending on what she wants to do, I might cut the stream and go play some co-op Grounded off stream. Let's see, we leveled up, we attuned magic, we're gonna reinforce weapon. Gonna grab a plus 10 Iato. Look at this guy, Havel and Stone Great Shield. It's a pretty fun build. It's heavy. So now we really just need to get out of here, back to Firelink. And then let's go to New Londo. All right, go to New Londo and get a plus, get a very large ember. Man, I love these light builds. I used to play the heaviest builds in Dark Souls 1. Easy there, buddy. Alright, we're out of here. Still need a short bow. Would be nice. That would kind of round out the build. Don't really need it though. Not for a new game. We're not really going to use... Like a lot of times in the past I would get a short bow to use poison arrows. Let's see, we got 4K coming out of here. Let's see, I got 2 blooming purple. Let's just buy 2 more. That's fine. So, because I think we have enough chunks. We got 7 chunks. So I think let's go to do New Londo. Grab the very large ember, get a plus 14, and then we're gonna go straight to Asylum. Man, pyromancy is great. Oh. Okay. Yeah, my friend Cupcake says she's gonna let me know when she's ready or if she wants to do something this afternoon. If she's busy, then I'll just keep streaming this. Let's see. Let's rest at Firelink. Let's go to New Londo Ruins. Because I can play Dark Souls 2 tonight. This is Wednesday. So I think RGC is probably going to be on tonight. I'll probably hang on his stream a little bit and see what's going on there. And so then I'll either play late if I'm up. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Gotta kill all these guys. It's just a good luck habit. Anytime I come down to do ghosts and stuff, I kill these guys because it's just gotta get warmed up. Oh, that's the other thing too. Oh, I just didn't reinforce my weapon, so I was gonna check my durability because the durability on katana is so low. But I just reinforced it. But that's another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna buy some more repair powders. I've got like 3. That's why I'm using, by the way, oh! I looked at the chat. And I walked right off the edge. Can't do that. So that, by the way, that's the main reason I'm using the Iato and not the Uchikatana for katana run. and bothered to go all the way up Blighttown the back way with an Astora straight sword before doing tourist even, before going anywhere, before leaving Firelink, before going up Undead Berg. The whole reason for that was because I like the Undead Merchant. I don't like to kill him until the end of New Game. Death by chat, yeah, man. Oh, that's what happens. That's what I always say. That's what happens. You're showing off for your friends. You're trying to be cool. You're trying to do something you don't normally do. Play in a way that you don't normally play. In this case, it was looking at the chat. Oh, Mr. Big Old Streamer time. Got so many fans. I got 2 people in the chat hanging out. And then you walk right off a plank bridge like a dingus. Just walked right off. Okay, let's not walk right off. Okay. But I did get my plus 10. I don't know if you saw, Chris. Transient curse. Let's go to town. Oh. Okay, still 2 swings. I come down here early, which I know is a speedrun strat too. I come down here at the beginning very often and farm these ghosts with fire bombs. I come down here and get the extra Firekeeper soul. Yep, plus 10 acquired, that's right. Now we ought to be able to just kill these without any trouble at all. There's always so many bloodstains right here. Oh, we really have one more? Okay. We'll come up out of the floor. Stinker. Yeah, but I don't like to kill the merchant. No, that's okay. You work. You work. I understand. I understand. That's what I'm here for. Just talk to you while you're doing your thing. Come on. I know there's one in this wall. Come out of your wall. There we go. Maybe get a little piece. Alright. Yeah, I like to come down here real early, and I don't go through the church, usually. The ghost church. Not at like level 7 or whatever. It's just too much, there's too many. But you could do it. I could see where you could do it. I don't think the speedrunners really fight the church either when they come down here super early. Come on down. Come on down. There we go. Yeah, Rico! Yeah, because I'm waiting on... I played a bunch of Dia... Welcome to the stream, Rico Replays. Greatest streamer on Twitch. I played a bunch of Dark Souls 2 last night for the boys, so that video's up if you want to check it out. It's long, though. There was 2 videos. I started at about 2:30, and then my internet cut out around 4 o'clock, so... I must have been about 3:30, but I got about 50 minutes into the first stream and then got disconnected and had to restart the stream. Luckily, the guys that were hanging out came back, and then we played Dark Souls 2 for about 4.5 hours after that, and it was a really good time. I got 2 bosses killed. I got all my stats leveled up, kind of where I'm just pushing HP for a while now. I got my mace to a +4. So it's starting to feel pretty good. I had to cancel the Company of Champions because it was just too much. But now that I've gotten a little bit further, I might bring it back. We'll see. Um, but it's been really fun. I'm really loving Dark Souls 2. You got halfway through the 5-hour video? Wow, man, you're such a huge supporter, man. I didn't make your stream last night. Oh, I didn't make your stream last night. I'm sorry. Just realized. I'll get on tonight. I gotta kill this banshee. I gotta kill all of these things. This is where it gets real bad in here. And I gotta be careful because my curse is gonna run out soon. So I should probably just run out and heal and wait for this curse to run out. And then see that a bunch of them will come out like that. What are you playing now, Rico? Did you finish Metal Gear Rising? Was it Rising Revengeance? Is that what you're on? What you were on? Did my thing wear out? Yeah, see, my curse wore off. That's what I was waiting for. It always wears off kind of like in the middle of the church. Some ghosts left. But yeah, so we got through quite a bit of Dark Souls 2, but you know, my friend Lagmeister, I don't want to tell all his business, but he's been recovering from a surgery, and he posted about it. So I don't think it's, uh, uh, you know, something I can't talk about. But he's been recovering from surgery. He streams, but he hasn't really been able to stream lately. And he was playing Dark Souls 2, and so he's been wanting to see Dark Souls 2. So I started it, and he saw me beat those two bosses, and I finished out after he went to bed. I finished out kind of clearing the area I was in, and then all I had was a boss left. So I said I would just wait for him to come back, and I'll start Dark Souls 2 again, probably late tonight. I'm thinking. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. He's doing really good. He says he's feeling a little bit better every day. The meds are kicking his butt, and you know, it's just he's going to be down for another couple of weeks at least. So 3 more S rank levels, all fights on the hardest mode. Yeah, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Yeah, it looks really cool. It just looks super fast paced. All right, sorry, bud. I always kill him because I never wait. I never wait to come down here. All right. Just gonna do a little more ghost hunting. There's one in this wall. Come out of your wall. There's one there. I changed to my firebomb because there's one that comes in over your head right here usually. See? And you can't reach her. But she'll come down right there. Die to a double firebomb. And then we're gonna go grab the curse bite ring. Katana's too easy, man. Get that done. Oh, that's what we're going to do. Gonna probably grab the compound bow while we're here. I'm not gonna go on the church roof for the It's just a ring of sacrifice. It's like a rare ring of sacrifice. Although it does come in handy for Bed of Chaos. I'll just throw souls away for Bed of Chaos. I'll just make sure I have no humanity for that. Alright, we're gonna go grab this compound bow up here real quick. Composite. I keep saying compound. It's composite bow. We're probably going to have the dex to use the really big bow. Could try that. Yeah, I'm just playing Dark Souls 1 because I love it. It makes me happy. I don't know what else I got going on this afternoon. I might end early and go play off stream here in a little bit. Play some Grounded off stream with my friend. Or, you know, if we might switch over to Dark Souls 2 for a little bit. We'll just see what goes. We'll just see what happens. But I had started this the other day because I didn't know what else to play. Nothing sounded good. Dark Souls 1 is always good. You might go strength. You gonna play Dark Souls 1 again? Or Dark Souls 2? I think magic is busted. I mean, like crazy OP again. But you have to lean into it, you know. We're gonna want to block. Where's our boy? There he is. For DS2, yeah. I started as cleric. You've watched it. I started as cleric, and I lean on those. Ooh. I lean on those heals between battles. But if you were watching yesterday's stream, I advanced really quick. Those Estus shards are not that hard to get, and they come in super handy. Full int only. Well, no. Okay, so there's been some discussion. You need a little bit of attunement. You had 99 int before anything else. Farm 99 int. That's exactly right. You need a little bit of attunement. You need some ADP, because in Dark Souls you get this beautiful light roll that has 11 iframes. In Dark Souls 2, you start off with 6 iframes and a dinky roll and a really slow Estus flask drink. And I think it also, I'm not sure about this, don't quote me on this, but it feels like it affects your weapon change delay, and it feels like it affects how quickly you can roll as like a recovery from a swing. So you'll like swing on somebody, and then there's like the delay between swinging and rolling out. And it honestly, to me, I don't know if this is true, but it honestly to me feels like that improved as I improved my ADP. Yeah, it's really bad. But once you get, so you have an agility stat, AGL, and it's a combo stat that is not one of your main stats. You don't level it up directly, but you level up your attunement and you level up your ADP, which is your adaptability. And those two stats contribute to your agility. And the ADP contributes 75% and the attunement attributes 25%. So, but if you're going spellcaster, then you can kind of pump your attunement to get spell slots, and you'll need to use less ADP to reach the thresholds that you want. But if you're not casting any spells, then you just go pure ADP if you're doing melee. Okay, and then you watch your agility score, and at 96 agility, you start at 85, and at 96 agility, you have a Dark Souls 1 roll with 11 iframes. And then as far as fat versus fast roll, you don't fat roll until over 70%, and you fast roll anywhere below 70. So it's more like Dark Souls 3. It's just that the lower you go below 70, uh, the further you will roll. It's the same. It's the same speed, but you get more distance. And then I think under 30%, I think you get. I think it's like a noticeable breakpoint where you get a really far light roll, like the Dark Souls roll. So the Dark Souls light roll is like under 30 at 96 agility. But it's more of a sliding scale, if any of that makes sense. I know I talked for an hour about it, but if any of that makes sense. So that's what you want to go for, and also int. Yeah, I pump int, right? But I wouldn't go for a dex melee build hybrid. You know, I would do more like Professor Snape, where it's all almost all casting, and then you've got a dagger and a little bit of dex, like just for when you need to clear some trash mob and save your spells. But mostly you should be uh, doing almost everything with spells. You know, or go Unga Bunga, because I mean, you know. Oh, this guy's hurting me. That was a mistake. I want that dark hand. I hope I get it. I'd almost use that over Grass Crest. Just because of the ninja build. And then they say that going over 96 is not really needed, agility. The next tier for iframes is 90. It's 99, and that's where you get 13 iframes. And then I'm trying to remember, so I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember, but there's a table you can look up. And then I think they say 105 is the next tier after 99, and that's kind of like the max that people usually go for. But you can go to 111, but it's wild, like the amount of ADP you have to pump. And then you can go to 120, but it's like 99 ADP to get 120 agility. But they say that it's really, really wild the amount of iframes that you get, because it's crazy. It's like 17 iframes. That'd be fun. Yeah. Well, no, because you're on. Can you cross console? Is it crossplay? Elden Ring. I could if I can enable crossplay, then absolutely I will. Because remember, I'm on Steam. Okay, let's aggro that guy, and not his buddy. Drop chunk. Okay, that's fine. Go over here and aggro this one. Sorry if this is boring. This is like I do this very tediously. I play a lot of Dark Souls 1 very tediously. But these guys in particular, because they'll kill you. And if you aggro the big slime, oh, I got the bleed. So much for him. Alright, and then there's one more in the stalls. I remember when Rico was playing this, we were trying to get him They're not crossplay. Yeah. It's okay. Sometime like end of this year, maybe, if everything goes to plan, I'll get a PlayStation. I remember when Rico was playing through here, we were trying to get him to go up and get the large ember, and it was like, where? 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 Because the chat delay was like 10, 15 seconds. And he was like, he would get so close, and he would go look in here and go, oh, okay. And then he'd just run right back out and go, like, out this way. We're like, no, turn around, turn around, turn around. Chat delay be like that. I was trying not to spoil it. I was like, no, it's a really good item. Is you sure it's a good item? I'm like, yeah, it's a really good item. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. Yeah, it is. It's wild. YouTube delay is wild. I've realized that's why streamers repeat, not just for the replay too. If somebody's watching my replay, they're not going to know what I'm talking about. It's going to sound so disjointed if they're just listening to it like a podcast. But I realized that's a lot of saying like for example, Rico says YouTube delay is crazy. Like that makes a lot more sense to call out the chat that you're responding to and put it on the record. So I'm gonna try to get better at doing that. Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna let you. Rico says I'm glad you said something about getting the very large ember. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you miss that. You know, I don't think I backseated you at all. I think I just answered questions because you're a good player. You know how to play games. You know how to explore and find stuff. I've watched you play tons of these kind of games. But at the same time, Dark Souls hides stuff from you. Doesn't make things obvious. And it was built for players to help each other with the orange comments and everything like that. So I think it's appropriate to have your chat answer questions. Like I had lag helping me find Estus shards last night. That was so helpful. You're never gonna forgive me. You're never gonna forgive me. Rico says you trolled me hard and I died. Oh man. Rico's never gonna forgive. I forget how I baited you. Gotta get this guy. We don't have to get this guy. We got everything we need out of here. I ought to be able to just take him down. No, yeah, you did tell me I was gonna get help. Yeah, I was so cranky this morning. So let me just talk for a second and sip some coffee. I got up, so I slept weird. I've been trying to get myself, like I told you last week, I've been trying to get myself back to getting up early so I can get out in the morning and do the stuff that I need to do around this property, right? Because I got a lot of projects going on that I need to be getting done before it gets too hot, and then also before the fall, I've got some bigger stuff that I need to be doing. But I've been staying up late, you know, because I'm a night owl. I drove a taxi cab for like 10 years, and I worked in a bakery before that, and so I was a graveyard shift guy for like over 12 years. So if I'm not careful, my body will roll around to just going to bed at 6 in the morning, and I have to like really discipline myself to be a morning person. But it's better for me, and I do enjoy it. I just have to work at it. I have to schedule myself and sleep on purpose, you know. Well, anyway. So I'm almost fixed, but I woke up at like 3 this morning, 2:30, something like that. And I'm like, oh, you know, now I'm awake. It's early. What am I going to do? And then I started playing Dark Souls 2, because Lag and the boys were still on. They just got off of Retro Game Chillin' stream, and I started playing Dark Souls 2, and man, I was cranky. You listened to that video, you heard me. I'm telling you what you already know. You sat and watched 2.5 hours of me complaining. I was so mad because I was just like, see, these are cracked red eye orbs. I don't think I really need these. I was just like so annoyed at my hit points going down in Dark Souls 2 every time I died. And I was dying so much because I was playing on Company of Champions, you know, which I had chosen. Oh, well, listen to the 50-minute stream prior to the 4-hour or 5-hour one. And you'll see I was so cranky. I mean, I'm not like, not real bad. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, I never get really mad. I have a really good temper, actually. I never like flip out. But to me, keep hoping to get a chunk or a slab off of these guys. That'd be great. But for me, I was pretty mad. I was just complaining about losing HP every time, and then Lag started helping me because I really needed. Yeah, I was pretty annoyed because I really needed that ring and binding, which reduced the HP loss because I was losing a lot of HP every time I died, and I was playing on that Company of Champions, so I was dying a lot because my character was sort of like not properly leveled, not wearing very good armor. My weapon hadn't been upgraded. I only had one Estus. Like, it was just everything was bad. So of course I wasn't having a good time. You know, when I played Dark Souls 1, hang on a second. I don't want to get spooged on by this guy. Big bleed. Oops, I didn't see that. When I play Dark Souls 1, I know where everything is. I get the Firekeeper souls early. You know, I upgrade my weapons early like I'm doing right now. I know exactly what weapon I'm going to get and where I'm going to get it. I know what weapon I need to go get in order to make it easy to go get that other weapon. I do everything in my advantage, and that's why it looks so easy. You know, even though it's not easy for somebody who doesn't know all this stuff and do everything they can. I'm hoping for a slab or a dark hand so I can kill this guy. No drop. All right, well, we're done here. I think that was the last wraith. Let's see, where are we? Valley of the Drakes. We're Four Kings. Four Kings, Valley of the Drakes. We want to go to Andre. And then to the Asylum. Oh! Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Hang on a second. I'm gonna read the catch up to the chat in a second after I get past these guys. Okay. Rico says DS2 looks very, very good in terms of graphics. The game still runs smooth and combat is still good, but it seems DS2 there's big monsters. Those throws big monsters at you a bunch at the beginning. Well, yeah, yes and no. It does like they're optional. If you were seeing me fight at Hyde's tower, um, which is I don't think it's the area you're supposed to go to at the level I was at. I think I was. It's kind of that's the equivalent of going into the graveyard at the beginning of Dark Souls 1 and then being like, God, these skeletons are killing me. It's like, yeah, you're not supposed to go down there yet. Go the other way, go up Undead Burg. So your Forest of the Giants is your equivalent of Undead Burg. And the other way is got those big guys. But like the troll things I was fighting, you can skip those. Most of those Hide Knights, the White Knights, they don't really aggro until you've beat the boss down there. So it's pretty fair. I think it's just like Dark Souls 1 is when you know the challenges, you know what order to take them in, you know what the minimum you need. Like I'll give you an example. I figured out kind of early on that if I got a heater shield and had 15 endurance, I could block Havel's heavy attack. Right? So then for a long time, when I played a lot of heavy armor in Dark Souls 1, I would make that a point is I would make sure to have a heater shield from the merchant. I would make sure to have 15 endurance, and then I would go get Havel's ring. Because I could beat the Havel Knight with that setup and backstab him. And I was like, oh, I have a much easier time if I get a +5 before I go down there so that it doesn't take as many backstabs. And now I could probably go down there at level 1 and just backstab him 22 times. But I don't really play heavy armor as much anymore. So you evolve in your build progression as you evolve in your skills and as you evolve in your knowledge of the map. So I have no doubt that if I keep playing Dark Souls 2 the way that I play Dark Souls 1, which I think I'm going to do because it seems like a super good game, I think I'm going to get really smooth at Dark Souls 2 and get the Estus shards ASAP, figure out where all the cool stuff is, figure out where all the weapons are, start doing different weapon builds, start doing different challenge starts and stuff like that, and maybe start playing Company of Champions every time from the beginning, and just being very careful not to soft lock myself by dying too many times. That was my main complaint. You'll hear it over and over again as I went back and forth. Lag was completely right. That you just don't use human effigies that much until you get down to like half HP or something, and then go ahead and boost back up, and you'll have 30-40 of them sitting in your pocket. Hang on, I gotta do this. Let's see. I'll be seeing you then. Didn't I give him the large ember? Yeah, you can have the divine ember. Yeah, here we go. Iato +11. Okay, and then we're gonna reinforce +12, +13, +14, and I don't have the slab, so we gotta go to the asylum. Yeah, I only use it half. Yeah, so my complaint, and you'll hear this over and over, I was so mad. Because what had happened was, I was playing my first session, I was playing Company Champions, and I was like farming those big old knights, and I was trying to fight those Hide Knights, and I had like no good armor, I had a pitiful weapon, my ADP was really low, so I didn't have any agility, so I was running on like 6 iframes. Everything was bad, and then I just kept dying over and over again. because I wasn't setting myself up to succeed, and I wasn't used to the kind of different rhythm of combat. I had no poise, like all these things were just adding up to being bad, and I was just burning through my HP. Also, I didn't have that ring of binding, so I was losing a lot of hit points every time I died. You really need to kind of go get that ring of binding. Oh, I need to go to Firelink first. Hang on. I need to re-up my Estus and level up. And I need to take a quick AFK for the bathroom. And then we'll do the Asylum. But yeah, I was complaining so bad. And I still stand by the core of my argument because I listened to Lag and I knew in my heart how to get out of the situation I had put myself in. But my complaint was that it's like in Dark Souls 1 you're not punished for dying with anything permanent. Like you can regain souls and humanity that you've lost. You can run back to where you died and fight that enemy again, right? In Elden Ring, it's even less punishment. You can farm runes anytime you want, and you can, craft or buy items or whatever, and they start you really close to the boss, right? The site of America. I think that's what it's called. You can start right next to the fog wall over and over again, so you can just grind boss tries. Oh, okay. Hey, drive safe, Chris Abyss Gaming. He says he's headed home from work and enjoy the rest of the stream. I appreciate you coming out. I'm going to check out your channel as soon as I get off this stream. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you on the next one. But yeah, Rico, my complaint was from a design standpoint. They chose to give you, and I guess it's not permanent because you can farm effigies off of enemies. They will drop periodically, so that's good. But you could, if you didn't know how to play, if you were a brand new player and Dark Souls 2 was your first game, you could very easily paint yourself into a corner where your HP has dropped so low that you have to figure out to go and fight, easy enemies like those hollows in the Forest of Giants. You have to go fight those guys and not get hit. Because one hit would kill you. If you let your HP drop low enough, you'll be a one-hit kill. And you'd have to go kill those guys enough times to get a human effigy and return your HP. And I guess it's not totally impossible. But it could be very discouraging for a player that didn't know any better. And you could kind of paint yourself into a corner and basically end up deleting your save to start over again. And maybe, like I said, in my complaints, I eventually reached the conclusion, maybe that's so far-fetched, there's such, the very edge of what would really happen, that happens to almost nobody. Probably. Functionally, it probably happens to almost nobody. But I'm thinking it through and thinking this is the logical end point of how bad it could be. And sort of autistically focusing, getting fixed on how annoying that is. Because I hadn't had any coffee, it was 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. I was very annoyed. And I'd been dying a bunch and falling off of cliffs and making terrible mistakes that were my fault. So I was just cranky all morning. And very fixated on how bad this system is. But I can see, from that, I can see why people hate on Dark Souls 2. But having played it now for 10 hours, I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's actually very good. And I've been seeing people put out videos, it's peak. That it is actually, in a lot of ways, it's the best game. So, I mean, I could almost agree. But I haven't played enough Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring to really compare. Or Demon Souls or Bloodborne, for that matter. So, but I think I'm going to like it in the end, I think I'm gonna like it as much or more than Dark Souls 1. All right, let's level up. Let's see. Let's do a vitality. We could keep pumping attunement, but I don't. No, let's just keep doing this. Let's see how many we got. Just 2 levels. Then we get some soul items, so we can for sure get 1 more vitality. Probably just that'd probably be enough. Almost 400. 876. Couldn't we just get that like off of these guys? Because they're like 72 each. Yeah, I was so mad. I was butt mad at myself for not being good at the game. Okay, yeah, 876, and now we've got enough. I think the next thing to do is catacombs. Oh no, asylum. We're gonna go to the asylum because we want a plus 15. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break for the restroom. It shouldn't be too long. And then we'll do the asylum. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right, we're back. That was pretty quick. All right, let's go to the asylum. These guys again. We gotta get their butts down to Tomb of Giants. We're gonna let's see. We already did this. I'm just gonna go up here, and since we know what armor we're using, thank you, Luca. Thank you for the welcome back. Since we know what armor we're gonna use, we're probably gonna upgrade our armor. this run too. And that'll help the fact that it's kind of light armor. In fact, am I using... Yeah, I got my wolf ring. This is the build, by the way. Shadow gear, wolf ring and fap ring, grass crest, pyromancy. We might throw a bow in there. Typical bow and poison arrows. We don't... Yeah, that's right. I got the composite bow, didn't I? So I don't need a short bow. Alright, so that's actually... So now we've got a bow we can use. Isn't that... Oh, it's like that. Oh, don't I normally put it... I normally put it behind the shield. But I've been doing the pyromancy on the left because it's cool. So we'll just do that. Just leave it like that. And then mostly we're two-handed with the grass crest. Oops, I didn't do that. Curl up like a ball. Shouldn't use a shield at all because I'm a ninja. But, I mean, we have to make some concessions. And the stamina boost is really good. We're just waiting on the crow to pick us up. There we go. Skip the cutscenes. Come on, boys. Oh, let's get him. One more. Easy work. In here. Take a little bit of damage off of him. Oh, a little bit off of him. Make sure there's not one coming down from that way. Sometimes a guy comes down from there. I guess let's just run through and do Oscar and everything. This is another place where it's pretty good to use a shield. Oh, how about that, buddy? What did you didn't see that coming? Get out of here. Get out of here. And a second Black Knight sword, of course, because I'm doing a dex build. All right, Oscar. Come on, man. Crest shield is also really good. Top 5 shield. Let's not get caught by Indiana Jones. Not get caught by him. Alright. Run him through. Flawless. You know, do you think I'll ever get around to doing like no hit on Dark Souls 1? That would be wild. Okay. Let's just top up. Let's get ready. You think so? You think I got what it takes? Maybe. Hope so. Oh wow, he just clobbered me. Just completely clobbered. Drink, drink. That was close, man. I don't want to get backed in a corner. He's susceptible to bleed though, so he should go down pretty quick, honestly. That big bleed right there. Too easy. Too easy. And there's my Titanite slap for plus 15. That is too easy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Third Black Knight sword. Outrageous. Alright, we're done. We're done unless we want to go trade with Snuggly, which I don't see any reason to do. I think we're just going homeward bound. Oops, I do that all the time. Goodness gracious. Just one level, very close to 2 levels. 12k per level. Let's see, that ought to be... If I use all of those, I ought to get 3 levels. So that's 2k. That ought to be like 8 or 5. And then these ought to be 2 or 3 each. 2 each. Yeah, that's over 12. Okay, so I should get 3 levels. 2. Ah, oh, so close. What was that? 4, 5, 6, 743. 743. Next level. Let's see. 740. Yeah, we'll just carry 12k down into the catacombs. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I mean, otherwise, I guess I could spend it. I guess I could spend it at Laurentius. Right. Flash sweat can be good if we're gonna kill the dragon later, the Hellkite. Pick up flash sweat. I don't want to buy all his spells because I don't want him to die. Okay, 5,500. That's good. We'll just keep doing that. Did I ever get this soul over here? I might not have. Oh, I did. Okay. All right. It's game time. It's bonus time. Really starting to miss Final Fantasy XI, Rico. It's been a couple of years. Starting to get the itch. It always starts with like wanting to go on the Reddit and read what's happening with the game, what the current updates are. Oh, he just fell right off. kill this necromancer. So much for you, buddy. Pretty easy. Yeah, no hit's really hard. That's a high standard, man. See, so here's where I would cheese. Hang on, let me kill this one guy. Oh, you can't kill him. That's right, he doesn't die. So I already screwed up. But I would just poison arrow that guy. But at this point, you're not gonna worry about that. You just murder him. Oh, nope. Get a drink. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, grab a drink. Okay, I think that went okay. I just hate that guy. Alright. Everything's going to plan. The next necromancer is harder. So that's a Lucerne, we don't really need that. We might choose the next one. So what we would normally, this is what we would normally do here. Alright, we got poison arrows. Oops. Don't need that many, you just need to... Wow, I've got so much dex. Wow, I've got so much dex that I was just clobbering him with ranged damage. Like, as a legit strategy. That wasn't even cheese. That's wild. I've never done that before. I've never had a ranged build function, like, actually as ranged. And deal good range damage. That's a legit strategy now. It's not even cheese. Can't believe it. I'm a ninja. Ninja warrior. So proud knight. Oh, I didn't even plus 15. I went and got that slab and then I came down here. You know, yeah, yeah. Rico replays. Twitch.tv. Rico replays. Greatest streamer on the planet. I know cheese when I see it. That's right. Yeah, I bet you do. And that was cheese. Yeah, it sure was. I ranged him. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, give me with them spikes. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Hang on, boys. I did not sign up for all of you guys. Well, I guess that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I was a little concerned when there was like 5 skeletons. And there's another necro down here. So these guys aren't all gonna... I gotta get down here and kill this guy. Don't I? He must have like fallen off or something. Has to have. Okay. I don't really want to get the bonfire down here yet. I want to just go down the other way. Like I'll complete the catacombs when I come back. I just like to get the soul items. Let's see, open that. That goes to patches. That goes to the Titanite lizards. So then we're really done. And then down, straight down there goes to the bonfire. I want to go this way. Oh, great scythe, my beloved. Just waiting on the exploding heads. I guess I could probably go ahead and aggro them. Otherwise, they can sometimes follow you down. You want to drop here. Grab that. I could get the cleric set, but I'm never going to use it or the mace, so it's probably better for me to just drink one and then hop down here. Yeah, and then okay, if he's walking away, I'm just going to go. Think that guy's coming behind me? Yep, it sure was. Get out of here. Okay, and then it's game time. What do you think about that? Victory achieved. Mask of the Father. Oh man. They're giving me everything good. All the rare weapons, Mask of the Father. Oh, now here's something. We don't have the. We'll get it later. I was thinking we don't have the skull lantern, but we could go. We could go down here in the dark and get the skull lantern and go take it to the crow for the fog ring. But I don't really want to use. I don't really want to use the fog ring because it's pointless, and I could have a wolf ring instead. Be kind of cool because it's ninja. But I ain't that committed to it. Oh, we're going back out. I'm gonna grab another 2 levels. Or no, we'll grab some more pyromancy flame. That's what we'll do. No, not purchase, modifier. Close. 12k to get to plus 10, and I'm at 8590. I still need to upgrade my katana to a plus 15. And then I guess it's Blighttown. Because we've done everything else. So it's just back to the depths. Blighttown, Quelaag, and Orlando. Sin's Fortress and Orlando. Plus 15, this sucker. Not modified, reinforce. Plus 15. Man, I tell you. Did we get anything else that we need? I guess we could go do Sif. You know, while we're down here. And the gold golem. Oh yeah, because we got the rusted iron ring. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Because we're already down here. Picking up our plus 15. Let's see. Because we didn't do the gold golem, we just killed the Hydra. I don't even have decks leveled yet. You know, I've only got 20 decks. It's just a basic requirement. Outrageous. I think using a katana is cheese. Like, that's the point where I'm at right now. But I do understand, like, you know, when you first started out in these games, you need every advantage you can get. So having good weapons, like the Black Knight weapons and stuff, it's important. And then the more comfortable you get with the moves that the enemies are going to do. Well, he clobbered me. I thought I was going to just work him over. Bing, bang, boom. Okay.
Sir, I cut, sir. What the...
Yeah, sure, lady. Yeah, you're a nice lady. We don't need any of your gear. So we're not going to kill you outright. So we don't need it early. We can get it later if we want it. Oh, I didn't kindle. It's okay. I should still be able to beat Sif. As long as I take the rusted iron ring off right now. The wolf ring on. It's going to take a while to get enough to max out the pyromancy plan. You may have to farm in the painted world for it. I'm going to max it out with Laurentius. But then I gotta pay Kelana. Okay, this is the real test. Can you beat these cats without cheesing them? Well, I'm gonna always cheese them on the cliff. If you want to see cheese. Oh, you always get knocked down so hard by that roll. I don't have any extra heals. Down. 2 down. That wasn't too bad. I had to cheese him on the cliff though. There was no choice. I only have 8 flasks. And I might need him for Sif. But I might not. I might be able to roll it pretty good. Let's see. I've gotten better at doing Sif. I remember when I was first learning to fight him, it took me a while. I needed like 15 flasks, and I was backing up all the time, getting chopped down that double swing. But I started learning to roll. You can take your way through this game. Grab the hornet ring real quick. Here we go. Oh, just clobber me right away. A drink. Oh, just right into it. Streak again. Got the bleed. Wow, easy. I did use some Estus. I mean, I'll tell you. Alright, let's finish off our Pyromancy Flame. Oh yeah, it is 15, damn. 13. Whew, 19k left.
Goodbye then.
Indeed. Alright, well, we're gonna use Soul of a Brave Warrior. We're gonna use the Soul of Sif. We're gonna 13 it. Oh man, I'm so close. And lag. Hey, buddy. No, I've been up for about 2 hours on Dark Souls 1. I got up, I slept a little while. I stayed up. I played about another 30 or 40 minutes after you went to bed and got the first bonfire at No Man's Wharf. And I leveled up another couple of times. I got a thing for my Estus shard. Seth and I ran around all of the Forest of the Giants and cleared out all the other item pickups and everything in that area, but we got to the fog wall for that boss, that floaty boss with the shield. And I said I didn't want to do it until you were ready to watch some Dark Souls 2. And then I think I ate some food. I think I went to bed for a while. And then I got up and here I am. And I went, since you weren't on yet, I went back to Dark Souls 1 because that makes me happy. And I'm in my Iato stream for 2 hours, and we're about to max out the Pyromancy Flame in about another 40,000 souls. I've got the Compound Bow. I didn't cheese the first 2 Necromancers, but when I got to the 3rd one, I shot some poison arrows at him, and I was just gonna cheese him, and I actually, because my dex is so good, I actually did just range damage and just killed him in like 5 arrows. I should go get some more poison arrows, but I'm really not gonna probably use them. Rico's never gonna let me live it down. So we killed Sif. I guess it's the depths. Yeah, I guess I will. I'll go buy some arrows. It's all cheese all the time. Anything using katana is cheese. It's too good. The cheese arrows, yeah, they are the best arrows in the game. Oh, you missed, and so did I. Does it look alright? You know what? I saw somebody did like a retro remake where, you know how kind of like Shovel Knight, I don't know what else to call it. You know how Shovel Knight is like a redo of DuckTales for NES? I saw somebody had a Star Fox like retro game, and it looked pretty good, but I can't find it now. I just saw a preview for it, and now I can't find it. So what are they doing with it? With the IP? Is it like a Metroid Prime kind of deal where it's like just a total rebuild, totally different game using the same IP? Should get poison throwing knives too. Poison arrows. I don't want to spend 20k. But I'll get like 100. I'm holding 22. Let's get 80. Let's get 78. Okay. That way I'm not spending all my souls. Alright. Get out of here. Alright. Gotta run down through the depths. Gotta do Blight Town the hard way. Oh, okay, Jimmy. Alright. Oh, they're just... Yeah. So what is it that people want? They just want the exact same thing on the new system? They don't want, like, a better game, you know? New levels, like better graphics. I don't have my stupid, okay. Oh, I hate Torch Hollows so much. Okay. Get these guys to drop. Oh! So annoying. Oh, I still didn't kindle. I didn't kindle my bonfire. Oh, man. So I'll go through this with 10 Estus. I might switch to my Eagle Eye Ring though. Try to save some. Yeah, let me get down here and then I'll catch up on the chat. Rika's talking about the new Star Fox game for Switch, and he's saying it's the same game as the original on SNES and 64. He says so many people in the comment section saying how they spit the same game out with Star Fox, but they can't do the same or new things for F-Zero. Lag says, don't get me wrong, Nintendo does have some good games, but they've been riding on the backs of characters they made 40 years ago. Yeah, that's the truth. Well, I mean, they learned it from Disney. Nintendo is like the don't you think? It's like the Japanese Disney. It's like they're just very litigious. They farm IP. It's all they do. Farm IP and copyright, you know. Um, and then Rico replies, some people want a new F-Zero game, even if it's the same game as previous F-Zero games was on GameCube. Yeah. SNES was a rough game. So you're talking about what, Star Fox SNES Lagmeister, or F-Zero? F-Zero is like one of the first SNES games they made. It was like the equivalent of a black label NES, like Excitebike or something. It was just like one of the very first. Think I can kill this guy? Yeah, 2 slices. Backstabbing 2. Pretty easy. Why should we get a large club off of them? Yeah, alright. Oh no! Well, you were here for it, boys. But that's okay. Because I'm gonna kindle. Ooh, this sucks. This is about to suck. Yeah, they're just gonna sell the old games and farm their old IPs. So here's the thing. Normally I turn human. And then I jump off the cliff and recover my souls when I kindle to 20. But I just left souls on the ground down there. So if I kindle and become human here, I'm gonna screw myself because somebody's gonna invade me in the depths, and then I'm gonna lose those 13k. So I still can't kindle to 20. I have to just run back. Which is fine. This is fine. I mean, I wouldn't say, Rico, I wouldn't say don't change what works. I mean, I get that if it ain't broke, don't fix, but I don't know. They've got so much money. Oof. They've got so much money. I mean, I guess that's just like a broader topic of like the world is, Lag and I have talked about this. There's things in the world that could or should be done, but they're not done because they don't make money. And there's lots of stuff that in the world that should not be done or should not be done to excess, but is done to criminal excess because it makes money, right? And this is just like that's a serious topic about a lot of things that happen in the world. Oh, get out of here. But it happens in like softer forms too, like where, you know, Nintendo has all these beloved characters and whatever, and they're kind of like just held behind this wall and farmed for bare minimum effort. you know. And you know, even to the point that stuff like Pal World gets you know, these huge lawsuits where if Nintendo wins the Pal World lawsuit, like nobody's going to be able to make a game that features capturing a monster unless it's Nintendo Pokemon. And then if they decide not to make it anymore, then the world just can't make it because they'll get sued by Nintendo. You know, I don't know. Kind of stinks. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Lagmeister says, I swear if they make Halo 1 again, I'm gonna snap. Rico says, but they are making Halo 1 again, and supposedly Halo 2 and 3 also. Oh, Lagmeister replies, I know, I meant again. 1 just came out, yeah. Oh, I keep trying to slide down like Dark Souls 2. Alright, let's not die. Okay, let's grab souls. Okay. Now if we die, it's not a big deal. See, he almost knocked me off. Backstab. Almost got me. Didn't got me. Didn't got me twice. Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo trying to patent summons. Yeah, I can't wait for another. Rika says I can't wait for another Halo remake in 10 years. Yeah, it'll be just like Gears of War. Yeah. I've never played Gears. I don't know what I'm missing. I played the first Halo 1 on Xbox. That was a big deal. That was the first console I got in a long time during that era. And I actually didn't even get it. I got it super late because I had a friend that had it. And we would play Halo 1. That was kind of how I got back into console games. Alright, let's see. Okay, they're 2 hitters. Okay, easy work. Oh, you. Hang on. Hang on, boys. Oh, don't toxic me, you jerk. Hey, this gear actually has good toxic resist. Shadow set. That's probably why they put it in here. I'll catch up chat in a second. Gotta kill these guys. You played the fuck out of Halo. See, I never played. I don't want to say never played multiplayer. I played multiplayer. We played multiplayer split screen co-op. So that was multiplayer shooters. I never played online, really, until PlanetSide 2, and then I played that like 5,000 or 6,000 hours. But you know, for me it was the big one was GoldenEye on 64, and then Perfect Dark. And we played that split screen a lot. And then Halo we played quite a bit too, multiplayer split screen. Man, we also played co-op a lot, Halo 1. Had a lot of fun. You know, we would get the Warthog down into the ruins and stuff. We would steal the Banshees and fly them around. Yeah, millennials are the worst. I'm just kidding. Um, I'm supposed to be Gen X because I'm 48, but I really don't. My cousin is a Gen Xer. She's 58. I don't really identify with Xers. Um, I'm sort of an elder millennial, but I'm kind of like in this weird in between. It doesn't really fit because a lot of the stuff that millennials know, SpongeBob and stuff like that, and like all the cartoons, they're all different. So I know, like, I don't know. I'm in a weird spot, and I can write a story. But millennial story writing has been very bad. It's because they don't have a lot of like lived experience. They'll talk about lived experience, but they don't actually have it. They didn't. It's a generation that didn't really go out and live life and take risks and fail at stuff. And their palette of emotions from which they would paint is limited for that reason because their idea of suffering is pumpkin spice lattes are not available. You know what I mean? It's like I'm being rude. But it's because I know there are people that have suffered. I'm just saying the people who are professional writers belong to a class of people that are not in touch with um, working class or poverty or I don't know. I'm probably being too rude, too overgeneralized, but I think that's what it boils down to. And they also, like Rika said, um, they think they know uh, they think they know better than traditional folklore formulas that have persisted in across all human cultures for hundreds of thousands of years. Let's put it that way. Like, can you really rewrite Enkidu? Can you really rewrite? You know what I mean? Like you can't. All right, hang on. I'm gonna hop over here. We already got the Iato, but we didn't. Last time we came down here, we didn't kill um, these guys or get these blooming. Oh, I didn't get him. No. Oh, come on. Don't get grabbed. Okay. And it's not all. There have been some really good stories that have come out of Millennial Riders. I'm being overly general. A crotchety old man. I'll catch up with the chat here in a minute, guys. I can't. I can't. I can't. And there's a fire dog over here. Two of them. Oh, well, what are we doing, guy? All of that so I can come down here and get a humanity. You know what I mean? We get this humanity and I'll check the chat. One humanity. But I might need it. I might need it to unlock the shortcut for Bed of Chaos, so I should come get it. Okay, we're safe here. Let's get to chat. So, put the fuck out of Halo. Millennial Riders. Then I went on a... Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Laptop with aimbot. Yeah. So Rico says, like, the canceled Battle Royale games, Halo was one of them. Alexis, yeah, onto whatever else is trending, and they drove Halo into the ground. Yeah, well, and another thing about it too, I'll say, is it's not necessarily their fault, right? Because you have these writers' rooms, and they might have original ideas and they might have experience to draw on, but then, like for example, in the film industry, the big deal is that they're making you have two basic paths. One path is the Blumhouse path, where they say horror movies always sell. People will watch them. People will pay to see them, even if they're crap, because it's fun. They go in, they get shocked and jump scared for 2 hours, and they come back out. They pay their money. They're happy. So they'll make these super cheap, low budget movies with dumb stories that are regurgitated and there's nothing new about them. But they make the movie for like under $2 million. They put it out in theaters for 2 weeks. They get a return of like $4 million, right? And they're happy because they made $2 million on the whole deal, right? The flip side of that is, and this is what applies to AAA game, is what Rico is saying. AAA games cost like 60 million and take supposedly the development cycle is 6 years average. Exactly. So the reason this is how filmmaking works. The other path is you have to risk an enormous amount of money, almost as much money as you put into the production, you put into the marketing. And then you have to make it to a certain, like if you want it to sell in China, it can't have ghosts or witches in it. Right? And you know what I mean? And if it has to appeal to a general audience, it can't have controversial topics. It has to be, so it has to be all these things. And then furthermore, it has to have an IP that will sell, because in the last like 20 to 30 years, since like the golden era of the 80s and 90s, when you could just put stuff out and people would go see it, and weird stuff would pop and people would be like, oh, this is awesome, and word of mouth would spread, and they'd go and see stuff like, just like Bill Murray movies or whatever. Nowadays it has to be something that people will recognize, or else it's not worth the risk of the money. So that's why everything is a remake, a rerun, a redo, a sequel, a prequel, because I gotta turn this AC off, I'm freezing, because the only way they can guarantee to get enough people into the theater to see something is if it's a recognizable IP. And even then, it's not an absolute guarantee. They've had major flops in the last 10 years too. Things that should have made money just because it was based on Lord of the Rings or whatever, and then they go in there and then it just flops huge. Like the Snow White movie, right? That flopped so big. Yep, exactly, Rico. So Rico says that the indie games are the same in development cycle, but those players have a passion while working a normal job. Yeah, and that's what independent film saw in the 90s too. If you look at independent filmmakers through the late 90s, and now even today to a certain extent. And Blumhouse has sort of picked up what used to be like Canon films in the 80s, where all they're really doing is they're taking the money that they made in the last one and making the next one, and then carrying the profit over, and just churning out junk movies that will nonetheless make $1 million, $2 million. Sorry, I know I'm mixing my metaphors because we're talking games and I'm talking movies, but that's how I see it. What trailer looked good? Resident Evil movie? Oh, yeah, we were talking about that on your stream the other day. That Resident Evil movie, it looks like they just slapped Resident Evil name on something. They did that with Cloverfield. I don't know if you remember that movie. The Cloverfield movie came out like early 2000s, and it was like a found footage monster movie. So it was like these kids were at a New Year's party, and there's a guy and his girlfriend, and they were breaking up or something, whatever. So you had a little bit of a story, and then she left the party and went home, And then New York, they're in New York, and then New York is attacked by a giant Godzilla monster, by a kaiju. And they do this whole found footage movie surrounding these guys carrying this camera uh, around in this kaiju movie. So that was their brand, was Cloverfield, is what it was called. And then what ended up happening was then later on, they slapped the name Cloverfield on a couple of other movies, and were just like, oh yeah, this is in the same universe. And it would be, the movie would be about something completely different. It was this Cloverfield Lane was this movie with John Goodman, and he was in this like bomb shelter bunker thing, and he had these two people that he had kidnapped and locked in his bunker, but it was because of the turned out it was because of the monster attack. But it didn't have hardly anything to do with the monster attack at all. They just slapped it on there, and then like the last scene of the movie was the girl finally escapes or whatever, and then there's the monster and it murders her or whatever. And it was like, oh, he was right all along. There really was something out there, you know. But the movie itself, they just kind of slapped a name on, and then slapped the script. You know what I mean? So like they had this script, and they're like, oh well, let's just slap Cloverfield on it, add one scene at the end where she's killed by the monster, and boom, we got a seller. Yeah, Rico. Yeah, it was kind of like a rip-off Blair Witch style because of the styling. Yeah. Now see, we came up here and we killed all these toxic. This is going to be easy because we killed all the toxic guys. We're clear all the way down, and we got everything. We got everything except the shield. So we're just like could kill these guys. We'll just fight our way down. Let's see, I can go. Oh, he's down there. Okay, come on up. We'll go kill this other guy and get this shield. I keep trying to. Dark Souls 2 and 3 have ruined my ladder sliding. I'm gonna kill this guy. I gotta check my durability on my weapon too, boys. 63 out of 80. Hang on a second. I'll get you from the chat. Lagmeister says there was a POV movie I saw that was decent, but kind of ruined it in the second half. I wonder what is it? Hardcore Harry? POV? Like it was kind of like a POV. The only POV movies I can think of are that and the Doom movie, and I don't think either of them were especially great. Like you said, kind of fall apart. Alright, I think we're Gucci. We just gotta not die right here. He's dead. He's dead. It's just going pretty good. We'll grab this whip. Just hop down the rest of the way. And we'll take a drink. Yeah, I've never seen the Doom movie. And so it did a first person transition. So the whole movie wasn't first person. It just transitioned to first person to show off the fact that it was Dune. It was 15 seconds. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's a good idea. Yeah, I should go back and watch it. There's a lot of those kind of movies I haven't seen. Oh, Lag, I've almost finished Mr. In Between. I'm about halfway through season 3. Um, it's really good. I still recommend it. I haven't got to the end to tell you whether, sometimes the show, the ending will like change my recommendation. I think it's good, but I gotta say it's a little more emotional than I thought it was gonna be. So be prepared that it will, it's one of these shows that like it's kind of a little bit of a roller coaster. Be prepared for your heart, Oh, these stupid flies. Poison resist in this Shadow Gear is really good. Alright, let's see. Killed everything, just about. Okay, I feel like we're just killing Quelaag. I think we've done everything else because we went in a tree earlier. Since we came down here early, we kind of took the teeth out of this whole section. Quilana's not here yet because we... Oh, yes, she is. But we can't ascend because we're not plus 15 yet. We'll come back down to her. Hang on, I'll catch up with chat when I get up here. I gotta take a poison cure. Oh, wait, hang on a second. That site got a safety score of 9 out of 100. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Could just pay for it. Yeah, it's on FX, so it might be on like Hulu or something. I don't know where FX shows go. Might be, I don't know. But uBlock Origin is so good that I mean it'll even block the ads off of um, Amazon Prime. The ones that you pay them not to show you, and then they show you ads for Amazon and stuff anyway. It'll block those. So it's really good. So if you just use uBlock, then like the worst sites in the world are still easy. They're clean. You know? What show? What show on YouTube? Alright, here we go. Quail egg time. This should be pretty easy, but I don't put anything past her. She kills me sometimes. I kill myself in the lava sometimes. See what I mean? Oh, she's toast. It's too easy. Tempted to make the Chaos Blade. Yeah. Well, we're talking about viruses. Alex talking about viruses. Yeah, I mean that is always a risk when you start looking at skeevy websites and stuff, for sure. And especially if you're using older hardware, because there's more older hardware and older hardware and older operating systems. There's always more vulnerabilities, you know. But I use Malwarebytes to scan, and it's pretty reliable. And I use well, I've always relied on Firefox, but that's going to turn into Chrome soon enough anyway, if it's not already a Chrome fork now. So I don't know what browser to use anymore. But uBlock has always worked, and since it's been out, uBlock and Malwarebytes and NoScript. NoScript is a whitelisting extension, so you can. Oh, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Yeah, I think I saw a clip of that, and I know the book. And I can't remember if I read the book or not, but I remember it being highly recommended because I like Douglas Adams from The Hitchhiker's Guide, and Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and the sequel, The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul. I think are both very highly regarded. Yeah, we can enter Covenant. So we want to abandon Way of the White. Great Chaos Fireball. Want to go ahead and use our humanity. That's 17, so 13. And then, come on, lady. Yeah, wait till you play the old version, the old 360 version, and you have to use all 30 humanities individually, and you have to offer all 30 humanities individually. Like I did on Prepare to Die edition. Blah. Okay, great. Chaos Storm. Okay. We'll go ahead and rest at this. Probably not going to level up because I want to finish my Pyro Flame. Gonna go cheese ceaseless, which I've never beat ceaseless the normal way. I don't think it's that hard. But the reason I have never done it is because I always come fight him with like 40,000 souls. Yeah, Chris Abyss came on today. That's right. And you guys had talked about him. I gotta go check out his channel. I feel like I may have checked out his channel before you mentioned him. Are you almost done with it, Rico? Wow, I'm proud of you, man. What build are you using? Are you doing magic again? Or did you go bonk this time? If I do the Chaos, I'll do Chaos Blade for New Game Plus. Or I might do Gwen's Blade in New Game Plus. But I'd have to use my Iato, and I don't want to. I want to keep it plus 15. Oh, you didn't start. Oh, you trolling me. 360 version, only version, says Lagmeister. Yeah, that's right. What if I told you? Yeah. Well, I was excited because I was excited to hear what you were gonna do. If you were gonna do like a strength build. I'll tell you the great scythe. You know, there's so many good weapons in Dark Souls 1 you can use. The great scythe is good if you just go straight for it at the beginning. Or even mid game. Like I used to start cleric with the Stora's straight sword, and I would get that to like +3, and then after Capra, I would go down into the catacombs and get the great scythe, and then I would go strength and dex to 14, and they just pump dex, and that was pretty successful because the great scythe is a perfect weapon. Oh yeah. Claymore's good. Zweihander's good. I think you were talking about maybe trying Zweihander. That's well worth it. 100% strength build. Maybe try Zweihander. I've been thinking about doing a Zweihander run. I mean, it's so like overdone. It'd be a little bit, for me, it'd be like, why am I doing this the whole time? And like, why am I showing you guys this when every single Dark Souls video is Zweihander Grass Crest? You know, and I already did that large club run, which was super fun. So that was my ultimate bonk. That was the first time I ever beat DLC with that large club. Man, that sucker slaps. Alright. 62,000. I don't think we can complete the Pyro Flame. I think it's like a couple of 100,000 souls. We gotta run back to Firelink. We gotta do that. We gotta do that little nest. A little nest of dudes. The Z sword? Oh, Zweihander. Zweihander. We have ways of making you talk, Dr. Jones. Zweihandy, JP Zweihandy. Yeah, I was thinking about it. But I got so many other games to play. I gotta play Crimson Desert. I gotta put like 300 hours in Crimson Desert. I gotta fight like robot pterodactyl steampunk bomber planes and T-Rexes with lasers on their heads. Oh, that's right. Oh, I had the rusted iron on the whole time. I swear. I've fought so many bosses in this game with the rusted iron ring on. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go back to Firelink. We're gonna kindle up to 20. We're gonna do Sense Fortress. Unless you want me to switch to Dark Souls 2, I could do. Could wait for later tonight though. Oh, I started playing some Tetris last night when you guys were playing Tetris. I went to that Tetrio site. It's pretty cool. I was pretty impressed. I started working on a thumbnail in case I decide to stream it. Get out of here. Will you get out of here? Finally. Okay. I hate this. This is the most ridiculous and disgusting part of the game. That's what you get, buddy. I out-poisoned you. All the names were taken? I just put my name with Stand Live in there and got it. I didn't know you had to have a I normally just flip and kill that guy. Give me a second. And sometimes I get toxic. It's fine. Got 7 of these. That wasn't bad. Firekeeper. RGC's manager, that's right. Who was that guy? Who is that guy with the white hair that was always around Mike Tyson? It's not Don Cheadle. What was his name? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to throw a knife. Oh, I just wasted so many Estus flasks. Don King, that's right. Is that right? Is that his name? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember either. But when you said RGC's manager, that's the image that popped in my head, was that guy. You could be mean Tetris Gene. Like the ultimate Tetris warrior. Listen here, Mean Gene. The cream rises to the top. Three minutes playtime. Bone saw is ready. Yeah, you should do Ultimate Tetris where that is RGC will die. Like there's an endless amount of names based on it. Hulk Tetris Hogan, you know, Andre the Tetris Giant. Like you could be forever names. Okay, getting them both. I usually just run past these guys. Because, you know, I got 67,000 souls on me. Why give them the chance? Yeah, I fell asleep early last night, Rico. That's why I didn't make the... I just completely forgot, but I was so tired from changing my sleep schedule. I was watching Phoenix Ascends was playing Donkey Kong Country. And I watched that for quite a while, and it was a really fun stream. And then got to be about 10:30 at night. And I just cratered, man. I was like, oh, I gotta lay down. And then I lay down, and I was gone till 2:30 in the morning. Alright, we got to finish our Pyromancy Flame, upgrade our Estus to a +3. Oh, I found a sublimated undead bone or whatever it was. Sublime bone dust or something to burn to get an Estus +1 on Dark Souls 2.
Oh, look, you would more. Tell me.
So now I've got 4 +1 flasks.
Yes, of
That's
course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still unable. I'm in your debt.
oh, this guy. Modify equipment. I guess so. I guess we'll just advance his story. Basically, once you've bought up all his spells and advanced your Pyromancy Flame with him, he turns hollow and you have to kill him down in the bog. It sucks. We spent all our humanity, so we'll do a twin and a Reggie. First hollowing. Kindle. Do it, claim it. I already went on there and got Withstand Live. I think that's fine because if I'm gonna stream it, I'll just want to have my regular name. But that's hilarious. Okay, so now we get to 20. He's gonna poop his pants. When he sees that. Okay. Let's see. Belladoo, what you doing? Hi, sweetheart. Come see me. Is it about dinner time? What time is it? Oh, it's 7. Yeah, it's getting close to dinner time. Oh, why did I do that? Why do I keep hitting the wrong button? I don't think we're gonna get a level up. Nope, not even. Alright, so, since Fortress, I guess. We've been up for about 3 hours. It is, isn't it? Yeah. New Game Plus goes hard. I mean, really, Duke's Archive starts to go kind of hard. They hit hard. That's why, like, a lot of weapons don't hold up into New Game Plus because that's why the meta is Grasscrest and Zweihander, because the Zweihander has so much poise damage that it'll flatten stuff, and that's kind of what you need. You know, you kind of need to not ever get hit. You need to run light. Nah, I mean, well, you had a good build. You had a magic build with a strong weapon, so you cruised right through it. Strong weapon is fast with reach. You had a great size plus 15 and a strong sorcery build. So yeah. But stuff hits hard when you got to get in there. And you can't, I mean, I think you can still tank through, they say, through about New Game Plus 3. And then after plus 3. Yeah. Yeah, they don't really hit that hard. Like I said, there's really only a certain small set of weapons that will carry through New Game Plus 7, like the Black Knight. Rip? What do you mean rip? You mean that with the name Withstand not available? Was rip. Let's see, let's just go. Oof. Why are you guys saying rip? Oh, did it because it jumped off the cliff? Am I that far behind? Oh, did I go offline? Oh. I didn't even notice. Is it back? Are we back now? Yeah, like Lagmeister's saying, the stream went off and came back. I didn't even see. I didn't even see the hiccup. That sucks. It's pretty stable. It'll be stable for like... Oh, he's angry. It'll be stable for weeks. Except for like the hiccups in the middle, or the resets in the middle of the night. It'll be stable for weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden it'll just go down. If I ever have any real money, I'll just get like a hardline installed out here. You know what I mean? I don't expect to really make it big or anything, but if I were to, you know, get a... Oh, I don't want to go down here. If I were to get like a big investment or make a good chunk of money, I just get hardwire. Get fiber installed out here. The smart thing to do would be to become an ISP for my town. an offer service. Pay for a... Sorry, kind of focusing. Kind of focusing here for a second. You are the ultimate warrior? That's awesome. Hello. What are you whining about? Is it dinner time? Is it time for outside and chicken? Okay. Let me beat Sin's Fortress and then we'll wrap the stream up and I'll take care of you for tonight. Okay? Bella's getting ready for it. And I'm hungry too. Got half of a turkey sandwich sitting here under a cover. Eat that. But I need to make another pot of stew. Oh, I didn't do Sigmaier's quest yet either. I keep screwing that up. You gotta go down to... Let's just want to try to do that this time. Yeah, warrior needs food badly. That's right. Don't shoot the food! I always shot the food. Here we go. And we're running. I know, she's over here like, "Rawr, rawr." What, when you shoot the food? I'm back. Okay. Onion boy. I was thinking about doing his quest. That's too easy, man. Oh, careful. Yeah. Yeah. I go through this game pretty quick now. I mean, I don't do speedrun strats or anything. I just play it all bosses, no glitches. You know, this is... I'm 3 hours in. I did about 4 hours yesterday. Or whenever, day before. So we're about 7 hours, I think, on this. We're going to be to Ornstein and Smoke pretty soon. We could try to do the Onion Knights quest, but I think I'd have to double back. Wow, Bella's over here. Oh. It's just telling me it's time for chicken. And I know it. I know it is. So then I gotta go see him in Anne Orlando, and then I gotta go see him down in the swamp. And then I gotta catch him in Lost Isle. Lagmeister says one of my best videos was a how-to video at level 1. Try Great Scythe at level 1, BK Halberd. I don't know. What you mean? Like to get some views? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get down this hallway. Oh, 70 subs from one video. Yeah. I'll start editing. And then I'm gonna mainly just edit my lives down to like a series of 8-minute videos. So I'll take like a 4-hour live and make like 4 8-minute short cuts, and then do like a short or two out of each one of the 8-minute ones. Like how to cheese boss. Yeah. Well, that's kind of because I kind of narrate naturally when I fight these bosses a lot of the time, like you were telling me. So that is something I could do. Oh yeah, there was something else I was gonna do while I was here. So which way is this going? It's going down that way. Let's turn it this way. Jump off. Just right here. I know, Bella. I said let me finish the Iron Golem. As soon as the Iron Golem is dead, then we'll go for a little walk. We'll make some chicken food. Okay. And you'll be happy. And then the reason to come here is because of this. The Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. Yeah, just run in like the video just started rolling, narrate, ignore chat, and give it an outro. Yeah, just basically slap. Yeah, because that's kind of the thing is like I do want to do more videos and not just lives to kind of build the channel, like you said. But I don't want to work at it. If that makes sense. I'm not going to go any more into it than that. Yeah, just clip them. Yeah. Okay. I think we've done everything we wanted to do now. I don't really need the Black Sorcerer here. Okay. Is it still coming down this way since I ran back around? Yep, of course it is. Back around one more time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting tons of footage with these lives. and I'm not having to record them to my hard drive. That's another thing too, is the hard drive on my PC is pretty small, and I really need to make a small investment of upgrading my RAM to 64 and upgrading my hard drive to like a 4 terabyte, and then I'd be really comfortable pretty much forever, for the life of the PC, I think. Because I don't really run into RAM issues with my applications, but if I want to start editing 4-hour videos, it gets a little bogged with I think I've got 6. Do I have 16? I have 32. I think I have 32. But Windows 11 soaks like 12 gigs. You know what I mean? Which is outrageous. The other option, I guess, is to switch to Linux, but I don't really want to do that either, because they run a lot lighter. And you could do all the same programs. Oh, there's some Titanite shards down there. I know Bella. She's bugging me like every 3 minutes now. Which, it's fine. It is her time. It's time for her to eat. I understand. And she wants to go pee before it gets dark. She wants to go for a walk, evening walk, which is fine. She deserves it. Okay, actually, man, I'm gonna really do it with the bow. Oh, I'm so stupid. What did I do that for? Fire bombs work better. Got him. Okay, Bella. She's acting like she's dying. We're almost done. We're almost done. A few more minutes. I'm just gonna go kill the iron golem. I had the rusted iron ring on the whole time. I guess that tells you that the wolf ring isn't really necessary. If you're not getting hit, you don't really need it. Where are you going, dude? Where's he running from? Okay. Let's just top off real quick just in case. The dookie ring. Yeah, I have my dookie ring on. again real quick. Stab you in the dick. That was pretty easy. Game's pretty easy, boys. Pitch Black Souls? Yeah. I keep it pretty dark. Alright, so now we gotta get the, don't roll off. Top up a little bit real quick just in case. See, that's why. And that dingus put the stupid thing right there. Comment to troll you. Guess we can go get the flame stoveplate ring while we're here. Nothing wrong with that. I am hungry too. We're about 3:23. So we're gonna run back up. We're gonna grab the cage key, unlock the shortcut. Probably homeward bone back to Firelink. I would imagine, since I never got the bonfire up here. See, but this guy, he put this here so that you, well, I guess you don't hit that button, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe that is a helpful message. I thought it was there to troll you so that you would accidentally hit the message instead of jumping. Okay. Well, I'll take the shortcut down. I can definitely see how people beat this level 1 and no hit. Have you guys ever watched Lobos? I think it's Lobos Jr. He's really, really good at Dark Souls. He's kind of how I got into it. Well, I got into it because I had a friend at work in 2012 or 2013 that kept talking about it. And then I got it and got into it. But I didn't really get into it enough at the time. And I've told that story before. My controller was crappy. I was playing a lot of PlanetSide. My controller was crappy. Okay, so I think we're done. We did that all in one go. There's more stuff we can get, but we're just gonna homeward bone. When we're ready to go to Anor Londo in the next stream, um, we'll just go back and use that cage and go up. But I want to use the Iron Golem core. I want to use Soul Hero. I want to use Brave Warrior. My controller was bad at the time. I've used exclusively, I shouldn't even say it because they'll stop making them. I could get better controllers, but I've used exclusively the Logitech F310. It's just a wired PlayStation 2 controller. Just standard as can be. Bella, I'll take you in a minute. I know I said when the Iron Golem was done. You're right. But I'm gonna go down and see the Pyromancer first, okay? And then we'll go outside and do a pee-pee and a pookie. Okay? And then I'll make a chicken. And you'll get cookies and peanut butter. Okay? I promise. She's like, where's some damn peanut butter? She needs to get all the cookies. And I'm hungry too. I'm gonna make a pot of soup. So I know we were just down here, but like our stats are pretty good. So I don't think we really need any more than this to really beat the game. I think we would beat the game just like this. Yeah. Bella Warrior needs cookies badly. That's right. So I've been using the boss's controller. My controller was a $10 brand new at Wally World. Yeah. Yeah. Wally Do special. I'll tell you what I want to get from Wally Do is they've got these $30 USB foot switches. It's like for the handicapped, which you know, I'm mentally handicapped, so I think I count. But it's basically just a USB foot switch, 3-button USB foot switch. And I'm super into controllers and different kinds of control styles, so I've wanted to get a pair of those for a while. The idea being, it's like you just plug it in, you know, and then you can script your whatever the button press you want it to be. So I'd probably put like, you know, shift and tab and stuff like that, like buttons that you want to hit but don't want to really reach for when you're doing stuff on your you know, playing keyboard and mouse. Or even to like for first person shooters to put mouse click on under your foot. And the point being that when you click your mouse, you ruin your aim, you know? You kind of can drag your aim a little bit sometimes because your hand twitches. Then that way all you're doing with your mouse is just moving it with your arm. Yeah, so I've just been thinking about doing stuff like that. And for when I fly my spaceship in Elite, you don't really have enough fingers to fly pure pure 6 degrees of freedom. There's just not enough fingers in the world for that. Okay.
I am Quelana of Ice. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy?
I am one who
Yes,
seeks your
very well. But
pyromancy.
to pursue are you prepared?
I am prepared to do this. We're gonna modify for 25k, and then we're gonna upgrade for 27, and then we're gonna upgrade for 30, and then we're short. And we got two more upgrades. 33, and I don't remember how much. 45 maybe. No, 3 more upgrades. 3, 4, and 5. But that's pretty good. And then Fire Whip's pretty dope. Combustion is obvious. That's an obvious one. Undead Rapport sucks. Fireball's cheap. That's easy. The Lagmeister says, I miss my RGB DPI mouse with extra buttons and stuff. I also used to have a gaming keyboard that was like a keyboard cut in half and only had the left side. Oh yeah, yeah, like a keypad, basically. I think that's what they call that, or a gamepad. Well, gamepad, well, keypad, yeah. Yeah, Logitech made a really good one too. That was like it wasn't a keyboard, but it had WASD and it was like you said, it was like a half of a keyboard in the shape of your hand, and it had an analog stick on it under your thumb. It was for your left hand. There's a lot of cool controllers out there like that. That's something that I've always wanted to get into. I think I've talked about this before. Is I've always been interested in controllers, even like industrial controllers and stuff, like the control cranes and custom stuff like that. When I was young, I wanted to get into that, and then my life didn't go that direction. It went like this stupid blue collar direction, But it's like it's what it is. Okay, all right, Rico. Well, I'm probably gonna shut it down pretty soon, man. Um, I was just coming down here to get some upgrades and buy some spells. Um, I'm gonna wrap the stream because I need to take Bella out and get food and make dinner and everything. And it was really great hanging out, man. So I'll probably shut it down here in a minute. And I appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you, Lag. Uh, I'll probably come. Well, I'm not. I can't promise. I don't know what we're gonna do tonight, but um, I'll probably hang on RGC stream, and I might play Dark Souls 2 again later if you're up for it. So just let me know. Let's see. I should probably just buy all the pyromancies, right? Got 20k. Fire Whip's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get Fire Whip and Fire Orb, and then we'll go to Anorlando in the Painted World, and then that way when we do the Painted World, we'll only have to farm like maybe another 100k to finish buying all the pyromancies. And then we'll just do a little research to see where pyromancies are that we need to get them all. Bella, little sweetheart. I know. She's staring at me like I owe her money, so I gotta shut this down. So what do we got? 20, 50, 60,000 in spells, and then probably another 100k in upgrades at least. So I would say maybe 200k left to spend on her, and we'll just farm that. We'll farm that in about 25 minutes at Painted World. You should. You should do a DS. Well, I mean, you're in the middle of DS2, but as soon as you feel up for streaming again, man, you should absolutely do another DS1. It's a great game. And there's so much to do. So many different ways to play it. And then you can show us how it's done on the non-Weenie Hut version.
Now go.
I'd watch it for sure. I love Dark Souls 1. Obviously I do. Favorite game. Alright. So we're out of here. We're back to Firelink. The next thing is Anorlando in the Painted World. This has been Iato Kill You, the Katana stream. Yeah, New Game Plus is hard, man. They hit so hard. If you don't roll, if you're not a light, that's why the meta is what it is. That's why the meta is big heavy weapon with a grass crest shield and a light build that can fast roll under 25% equip load, because you cannot keep tanking into New Game Plus. They hit way too hard. I would suggest you could do my cleric build, where I end up with 20 heal spells at 20 Estus flasks by the end of new game, and then when you go into new game plus, you've got enough healing to keep chugging. Invest your minimal stats for your main weapon, and then pump vitality and endurance. Max out your HP and stamina. That helps a lot. Get those to 40. Get your strength to 40. Fast roll with a good armor set. That hollow dad build that I do is really good. The giant dad build is really good. That's the classic. The giant armor. You use Havelfap and the dad mask, and then you pump your endurance to like 65, and then you can wear heavy armor and fast roll with his Y-hander. But you're going to use all your cool weapons. I've done multiple runs to use all the cool weapons, obviously. So, hang on a second. Oh yeah. Yeah, my friend is messaging me. All right. Well, that's going to be the show. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. And I'll see you on the next one.